Um, well, what I'm here to talk about today is CBD and how CBD is something that is not widely used in the medical system yet, but how I have found very beneficial. I am someone with a very unique brain. Jeff may know, but most psychiatric medications have done nothing for me. And what I'm here to testify for is the healing power of CBD, and how if someone is suffering from such things as pain, anxiety, schizophrenia even, or epilepsy, such medical conditions as that, CBD can be a very rewarding benefit. It is something that will help you overcome all these different disorders. And I have found it very beneficial. I have 8 disorders with my brain. I don't fit one stereotype. It just means you're crazy and they don't know what else to call you. So, science does not know everything. But one of the things I've definitely seen is that CBD has been very beneficial. You have endocannabinoid system in your brain. They're endogenous cannabinoids. The cannabinoids receptors and the enzymes that synthesize and degrade these cannabinoids may of the fexocannabinoids and endocannabinoids mediate by 2 G2 protein receptors, CB1 and CB2. Although additional receptors may be involved, CB1 receptors are present in very high levels of the brain. CB2 are present in lower levels of the cells, such as in the immune system and stuff like that. Both CB1 and CB2 couple primary to inhibit G protein subjects and the same pharmacological influences as GPCRs, thus partial agonism functioning selectively and inversely. That is the medical definition of how CBD works in your body. You may not need to know that for your own specific reasons, but let's just say there have been lots of research done. And I have suffered from every mental disorder there is, and the worst I have found is anxiety. With paranoia, it's more of a trick. Mania feels great. Depression, well, you can romance that and have a good time too. But nothing is worse than anxiety. Trust me, nothing is worse than an anxiety. And CBD is something that you can use for anxiety with the CB1 receptors in the high level parts of the brain. And this is something that you can get from people that sell the CBD oil directly. My friend Shrina Riviera, 650-475-6843 is her number if you want to give her a call. She will be willing to sell you this if you suffer from anxiety. And the plus about CBD compared to other anti-anxiety medications is CBD is non-psychoactive. That means you do not get a high from CBD. A lot of the anti-anxiety medications are extremely addictive. Heroin withdrawals will not kill you, but Valium withdrawals will kill you. You will die of seizures from Valium withdrawals. Some of the most addictive medication there is are the benzodiazepines, and they are usually the only thing used for anxiety. The problem with me and those medications is that my tolerance for those medications continues to go up. I have to take more and more. One time I tried swallowing 30 Klonopin and I didn't feel anything. And it's 1 milligram is 1 pill, and that's 1 dose for Klonopin. So your tolerance can go up with those medications, and they are also very addictive. Another problem people have is pain, like I said. Pain is something that, as you well know, with what's going on with the lawsuits in this country right now, Johnson & Johnson is being sued, and so is the gentleman who, the family who marketed the opioids in America. Those medications are lawsuits for billions and billions of dollars right now. And a lot of people get addicted to the pain pills. Like I said, CBD is non-psychoactive. You do not get a high from it, but it is something you can use for chronic pain. My mother is using CBD for this arthritis in her neck. She has a degenerative disc disease where her discs have pretty much just dissolved and fractured on their own. So she is in chronic pain all the time. And a lot of people that are on with chronic pain don't like taking those opioids. It is very intoxicating, it is mind-numbing, it puts you in another state of mind, and you become dependent upon them. If you want something that's an anti-inflammatory that will help remove certain chemicals out of your bloodstream that increase the pain levels, you can try CBD, and it might be something that works for you. Like I said, I'm also schizoaffective, and I am not on any antipsychotics today. One of the problems with antipsychotic medications is they retard your thought patterns. That is a clinical definition, it's not a slang term. In medical terms, retarded means to hold back. And I have been on medications that have lowered my IQ 24 points. I could not pass the basic pre-algebra course on Clozaril. And with CBD, there is no mind inhibiting effects whatsoever, and it is something that you can use for those disorders. Different high levels of it, of CBD are known to use for schizophrenia and stuff like that. I have a friend, my friend Sharina, who's selling this medication. She's using it for sleep. Sleep is something that we all need, and some people suffer from insomnia. 600 milligrams of CBD in an oil is known to help people with insomnia quite a bit. It is something that even the Ambien and Trazodone and all those sleep aids you become very dependent on. Like I said, it is non-psychoactive. You have no dependency upon CBD that is an addictive form whatsoever. CBD comes from the hemp plant with the marijuana. THC and CBD act very differently. It is the THC in the marijuana that gets you high. There are known to be some good medical benefits for THC, but I just take the oil, and I'm an addict, I'm in recovery. I get no high whatsoever out of the CBD, and that is the most amazing thing about it. What I'm using it mainly for is my epilepsy. There has been lots of research done how CBD is very helpful with people with epilepsy. A study done that 50% of the people that tried CBD who had epilepsy had no seizures whatsoever. Another 35% saw significant improvement. I have simple partial seizures daily sometimes. That means I don't lose my consciousness, but I am not having fits where I lose my consciousness or collapse. There's all different types of seizures. Most people think there's only one where you collapse, convulse. There's lots of different types of seizures. I was undiagnosed for 5 years as a kid. I would lose my consciousness, mumble weird things, walk around in circles. I was even pulled out of traffic one time here for the Aaron Market in Castro. Right during the middle of rush hour, I told the man, "What do you want, money?" and I walked away. That was back then. I'm a little more charming these days. But CBD is something that has been very beneficial to the epilepsy. I have also tried every anticonvulsant there is, and I developed an allergic reaction to the only one that ever worked, and I did not know what to do. I had no other options. My friend Sharina used CBD for her sleep, and she now sells it. And so if you suffer from epilepsy or any type of psychosis, you have chronic pain or insomnia, anxiety, there are all types of CBD that are very beneficial to those disorders, and you can even get them without a doctor. I only have one doctor today, and that's a primary care. I used to see psychiatrists and neurologists constantly. Right now, I am quite free of having to deal with doctors and going to them on a daily basis. My life is much better than it's used to been, and I'm very happy to be alive today. And CBD is a very powerful drug that has pretty much no side effects. I've heard from some doctors saying it can cause some depression for some people, but I have had no side effects whatsoever. I've been on medications that make you gain up to 60 pounds. And CBD has no weight gain whatsoever. So what I'd suggest is if you're looking for an alternative medication that can help treat one of those disorders, try CBD. It is a wonderful alternative. Thank you very much.